Yes, I heard it this morning for about, I want to say like an hour or two.
It sounded very cool.
Kind of a rare and special occurrence, actually.
Residents across much of Yaletown were treated to something of an impromptu symphony Friday morning when this building started singing. These sounds coming from the scaffolding attached to this residential tower at the corner of Drake and Homer as work continues on the building's facade. One SFU acoustics expert saying this kind of unplanned phenomenon is special because a lot has to accidentally line up, including even how fast the wind is blowing.
If it's too intense, it wouldn't sound like anything, so it would have to be like just the right circumstances, if you will.
I spoke with some of the workers on site here. None of them wanted to appear on camera, but they did have two theories about where the sound actually came from. One was perforated walkways, allowing water, dirt, or air to pass through. The other was the actual tubing that makes up the primary structure of the scaffolds above.
Which one do you think is more likely to be responsible for what we heard today?
The tubes. I'm assuming that there are some openings or cracks even at particular increments, then you would create kind of fractal tones that would sound musical as opposed to random. If you have a certain kind of symmetry where the air goes in but then escapes, you can start to hear a musical tone.
It was not chaotic, it was more like a symphony of like multiple noise at different pitches.
I thought it was a very nice, interesting sound.
This is the first time that I've seen that the wind was that hard, like in a long time, with the construction being there.
Melina suggests even incorporating this concept into urban planning. She says it might be worth examining as we try to give neighborhoods character.
Should we be doing this deliberately and like, oh, Yaletown sounds like this, Yaletown has this sound, or, you know, the West End has this other sound, or Kitsilano has this other, you know, signature sound.
She tells us this idea has been around for a long time and could be done through how we design future buildings.
I think there's nothing preventing us from actually incorporating that into building design without, you know, any or much added cost or sacrificing anything structurally.
In the meantime, these neighbors say if they hear it again, they don't mind.
I would take that sound over the construction noise any day of the week.
In Vancouver, David Zura, City News.